Have any Redditors been diagnosed with coronavirus yet? If so, what is it like? I'm a very healthy person. Normally, for me the worst parts are a really bad flu mixed with a little shortness of breath and sore throat. I've quarantined myself, mostly to protect people in my city who can't fight it off. Damn it, Biogenetic. I bit more info. I'm not in the high risk age category. Have been sick for about 2 weeks. Started as cold symptoms, but gradually started getting worse. Fever, less appetite, on top of the cold symptoms. I have been tested and confirmed for COVID-19. Onset was gradual over the course of about a few weeks, and travel plans have been cancelled. Currently in Boston. My best friend is one of only 225 patients here in Germany so far to fully recover from the virus. Has 19 though, so he only experienced a day of mild symptoms, and after 2 weeks of quarantine everything's back to normal. Mild appears to mean something different to all of us. What were the symptoms? They had to hold him down while he struggled to go travel the world and attend high volume events. Thanks for helping the poop exit my body faster. I'm a nurse at level 1 trauma center hospital in Detroit. I swear COVID has been around for weeks. There are several members of my surgical team that have been hit hard with respiratory and fevers. We may have misidentified this as the flu. There has been a lack of communication, policy, and testing. My hospital doesn't have a plan. My wife is an accountant and they have a plan to work from home. Again, my hospital does not. This means we are continuing to operate as usual until we physically cannot. Edit. My hospital rolled out a policy. We are not to meet in groups over 20 people. Once our first confirmed case is in-house, all elective/non-emergent surgeries are cancelled. We expect to have our first case by tonight. We expect our IQs to get hit hard sometime next week. I work in Tennessee and 2 days ago we transported a patient from hospital to hospital who was a confirmed COVID-19 patient. Ask me in about 2 weeks how I'm feeling. I have been listening to EMS calls on my scanner and have heard a lot of special duty calls transporting hospital to hospital in the last few days. You guys are heroes in my eyes. Stay safe. Isn't Tom Hanks on Reddit? I can't believe we gave Tom Hanks corona. Way to go, Gold Coast. Me. I'm 28 and so I'm obviously not in the high risk category, but I can explain my symptoms I guess. I've been sick for 15 days and only have stayed in my house for the last 5 due to not having lots available here in southern Spain. It started as a cold with mucus and that was the main reason why I hadn't taken it seriously, but after a few days it got more severe. My symptoms by day 4 were a sore throat, wheezing, coughing, chills, no appetite, swollen lymph nodes, sour muscles. This was new to me, and in the last few days it's turned into a painful dry cough. Both my parents have the same symptoms. Better question. How the hell did you get tested? A friend of mine may have it, based on the symptoms and severity he's experiencing, but our local gov won't give him a test for it because he hasn't recently traveled from China or Italy and hasn't had contact with any confirmed cases. It's absolute bullshit. Our actual virus rate is probably exponentially higher than what's been announced just because they won't test for it. I don't understand how are we supposed to know whether we had contact with a confirmed case when they don't release info on confirmed cases. In China they announced who was infected so that people who interacted with them could be aware. Here it's all word of mouth. There was a guy who caught it on one of the cruises. His wife didn't catch it but he did. He said that he got a fever couple days in a row, got really dehydrated, drank a ton of Gatorade and water. It was mild for him, and he was already looking like he was in his 60s. He wasn't really complaining of chest breathing problems. He said the weird thing about the whole virus was he didn't get the itchy, headache, coughing, stuffy nose like the regular flu. I'm starting to get what I think is a common cold. This morning I woke up with a sore throat and I've been coughing and sneezing. Usually I wouldn't even care about this, but thanks to the media I'm getting totally paranoid. One of my co-workers refused to stay at home after visiting Italy and I've been in contact with this person. I'm in the Netherlands. Edit. Please stop telling me it's just a common cold or the flu. I know. I say this in my very first sentence. Same. Atchy. Runny nose. Sore throat. I feel warm. Do I worry? Should I hoard toilet paper? What's the protocol here? Stepdaughter brought it home from school. Made us all sick. 3 days of fever chills. Felt like blowing and coughing razor blades. Stayed hydrated. Probably a week and a half into it now with only a cough and blocked snotty nose. The phlegm is a yummy thick sticky grec, can definitely see how the elderly or infirm could be pushed over the edge with it tbh. Yikes. Bless your heart. Hang in there. My father's colleague/friend has been diagnosed with the coronavirus. He was in northern Italy during the outbreak, then returned to his home country, where he was stopped at the airport. He is under house arrest with at least 6 policemen in front of his door. He is about to be transferred to the hospital. Edit. Has been officially diagnosed with COVID-19 now. Friend of mine got it. She described it as a bad cold/mild flu. She only got tested after being contacted as someone that been in contact with another confirmed case. In between contracting it and testing positive, she worked several shifts in a bank, went to the gym, went to the theater. Thankfully I've not seen her recently, nor have any of the friends I have SE. Ask again in a month. In a month, the question would be any Redditor who is yet to have a coronavirus? There is a guy who had a video explaining how it felt. He is an English teacher in China. Said it was the worst feeling he ever felt. All joints hurt like crazy, body was sore. No energy to do stuff including the usual flu/cold symptoms. I actually found out I have whooping cough instead. Massively annoying, and don't worry I'm fine, and took the doctor's advice instead of the essential oils one suggested lol. Just left the doctor, possible that I have it. I had matching symptoms, so she swab tested me and told me to isolate myself. No results yet as it was about 30 minutes ago. I'll get back once I have the results. Good luck man. Fortunately Redditors have perfected social distancing, so they are not going to get the virus. If tests were available then a lot of us would. Supposedly every single confirmed case in my state is in my city and very close by. And I start my new job in a couple days. A job that involves interacting with tons of rando people every day. Why couldn't this have happened while I was still job hunting, i.e. barely leaving the house? SMH. I'm absolutely terrified of getting corona. Most people here say they are healthy and were fine. I'm 18, have 2 autoimmune diseases, no colon, and I'm regrowing a bone. My immune system could be unable to handle coronavirus if I got it. I'm a fighter though. I'll do everything I can to survive it. Unfortunately all the stores around me are out of hand soap. I don't trust hand sanitizer like I do soap. I'm sure there is, but I don't have it yet. Just wait. 2 people in the building next to mine just got confirmed. FCK. BTW I'm in Hong Kong. Not diagnosed because I don't meet the testing criteria in my country UK. They won't test you unless you've been in contact with someone known to have it, but I may have it. I've had a fever, headache, muscle aches, shortness of breath and a sore throat for the last few days. Also been very tired and dehydrated. Feeling pretty rubbish and trying to do work from my flat with shitty internet when all I want to do is sleep. There was a guy on r/Denmark who has coronavirus. He made an AMA. It is however in Danish. Not good. Not bad. Could be better. So basically my IQ. You're saying only Redditors will survive this. Can we be realistic? North Koreans will be the only ones who survive. I barricaded myself into my bedroom after buying lots of snacks so I can avoid that illness. Not me at all, but an acquaintance of my mother died. She was in her 50s with some heart issues. She likely got infected on a trip on the 20th, dead 2 days ago. The 2 weeks incubation period is a maximum incubation period. It can be way more drastic than that. Introverts are the superior race, yeah, and we live in Reddit. Had it. 2 days of raised temperature and feeling sick. Slept a lot. Watched Netflix. Felt better on day 3. I'm 40. Were you tested? Love how a majority of these morons don't answer when asked if they were tested. They just self-diagnose themselves. Girlfriend has it. We both under 30. She has a bit of flu-like symptoms and is generally lethargic. She has been feeling a lot better 3 days after being diagnosed. I have not contracted the virus, but things have started to become panic. Why here in Greece? All types of schools are shut down for 2 weeks and last night we had our first victim. Also, having Italy as a neighbor is not that great at the moment.